Man, this place is way bigger than I expected. I didn't think we'd actually find it.
I told you. Cold War bunkers don't just disappear. They get buried, forgotten, and people like us dig them up.
Look at this. Think this place was decommissioned? Or did everyone just leave?
During the Cold War, they built these places in a panic. Half the time they didn't even log what was inside. And that's why we're here.
Looks like they bailed in a hurry. Equipment's still set up. Check this out. Sealed drawers.
Anything good?
You're gonna want to see this.
Holy... What is that? Biological sample? Chemical reserve?
Label's too faded. All I can make out is... live sample. Sounds like sci-fi movie stuff, right?
We should keep it. Seriously, this could be worth something. Museum, private collector, hell, even research teams would.
What was...
Dude, careful, what did you...
I just got spooked, man. Something fell out there. Shit. Guess the collector's price just hit 0.
Are you okay? That stuff didn't burn you or anything?
Feels cold. That's it. Probably just some old chemical. Lost potency decades ago.
Yeah, probably.
Good morning, Denver. It's 7:42 a.m. on this Wednesday, and we're beginning with a developing health update coming out of the metropolitan area. City health officials have confirmed the emergence of a new illness, currently designated HVM, short for human viral microdegeneration. Early reports suggest the virus is spreading at a moderate pace, particularly in downtown and surrounding neighborhoods. So far, symptoms appear mild and non-life-threatening, including fatigue, mild joint stiffness, irregular sleep, and increased sensitivity to cold temperatures. Medical officials are stressing that there is no immediate cause for alarm, and the situation remains under observation. There have been 43 confirmed cases in the Denver area as of this morning. Officials believe early containment is possible, and residents are urged to remain calm. More updates will follow as we learn them. For now, wash your hands, stay healthy, and keep tuned to Channel 9 for continuing coverage.
This message is transmitted at the request of the Colorado Department of Public Health. A contagious disease warning has been issued for the areas of Denver, Aurora, Lakewood, Westminster, Thornton, and surrounding metropolitan areas. A public health advisory is being issued regarding the spread of the newly identified viral infection HVM, also known as human viral microdegeneration. As of 11:20 a.m., there are over 900 confirmed cases of HVM within the Denver area. The disease is believed to be highly transmissible through airborne droplets and close physical contact. Symptoms of this disease include, but are not limited to, fatigue, light joint stiffness or soreness, increased sensitivity to cold temperatures, minor memory fog, and slowed reaction time. There are no reported fatalities at this time. Health officials advise taking the following precautions. Avoid crowded indoor areas. Wear a facial covering in public spaces. Disinfect surfaces and wash hands frequently. If you experience symptoms, remain at home and limit contact with others. Do not call emergency services unless you are experiencing a medical emergency. There is no known cure or definitive treatment at this time, but research is ongoing. Residents are asked to stay calm and continue monitoring official channels for updates. Additional information will be provided when it becomes available.
So, I guess introductions are overdue, huh? Well, my name is Valerie McMillan. I'm 22, full-time surveyor, part-time explorer, splunker, thrill chaser, whatever my friends want to call it. I guess I've always had this thing about going places most people don't. Old mines, abandoned research stations, Cold War ruins hidden under mountain snow? Bad habit, maybe. But it feels like history still breathes underground. A week ago, me and my buddy hit a forgotten bunker up near the spine of the Rockies. Cold concrete, rot, rusted doors. It's like the world just stopped down there. No footsteps in 50 years. No record of it either. At least not one we could find. We dug through the lab. Desks overturned, broken vials, drawers welded shut from time to time. Then my buddy found this thing. It had something inside it, blue as a glacier, sealed in frost. Kind of like it was waiting. I wanted to take it, I won't lie. I thought it was rare, valuable. I thought it had some value to it. But fate had different plans. He dropped it, spilled all of it across the floor. Didn't think much of it, we laughed it off. We were kind of nervous, you know? No alarms, no hiss of gas, no burn on the skin, just a crack, a splash, and then silence. If there was something dangerous in there, well, you'd think we know by now. Anyway, that's me. And that's where all this started for me, at least. I keep wondering, why was that place sealed off? Why did nobody ever come back for it? Feels like we woke something up that was never supposed to see daylight again. And now there's this virus on the news, something spreading fast. Probably nothing, just coincidence. Right?
Good evening. We're interrupting regular programming with a developing update regarding the ongoing spread of the HVM virus. Within the last 48 hours, confirmed cases have increased dramatically, now exceeding 74,000 infections nationwide, with the majority still concentrated here in Colorado. State health officials say the virus is spreading far faster than initially projected, and new symptoms have begun to appear in a growing number of patients. Doctors are especially urging caution for older adults who appear to be experiencing more intense symptom progression. While there are still no confirmed fatalities, many hospitals are reporting high numbers of elderly patients seeking medical support due to rapid health decline after infection. Denver General Hospital has moved high-risk patients into monitored care units, and long-term care facilities across the metro are tightening visitation policies. Officials say that while the virus begins with minor cold-like symptoms, it appears to progress into more aggressive stages within days for some individuals, particularly those over 60. The CDC states that research is ongoing and additional guidance will be released soon. We will continue to provide updates as more information becomes available. For now, remain cautious, remain informed, and stay with us for continuing coverage of HVM.
This message is transmitted at the request of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the Colorado Department of Public Health. A local area emergency has been issued for the counties of Jefferson, Denver, Arapahoe, Adams, Broomfield, Boulder, Clear Creek, Gilpin, Larimer, Weld, Douglas, El Paso, Teller, Fremont, Park, and Pueblo. A public health emergency has been declared due to the rapid spread of the viral infection known as human viral microdegeneration. Over the last 24 hours, infection numbers have increased at exponential rates across multiple states, with the majority being in Colorado. Hospitals are reporting severe health decline in vulnerable age groups, particularly individuals over the age of 60. Officials have now confirmed the first recorded fatalities associated with this virus. Reports confirm that symptoms are advancing more quickly than previous assessments. Cases of severe joint failure, accelerated physical deterioration, and cognitive decline have been reported in older patients. Younger individuals may experience slower progression, but all age groups are susceptible. The CDC along with the Colorado Department of Public Health have implemented mandatory guidelines to help slow the spread of the virus. A curfew is now in effect from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. Only essential travel is allowed between these hours. Masks are required in all indoor public spaces. Maintain a minimum distance of 6 feet from others outside your household. Routine sanitization of surfaces and frequent hand washing is mandatory. If you or someone you know is experiencing symptoms, remain indoors and contact medical services. Failure to comply with these guidelines may result in penalties and decreased public safety. More information will be released when it becomes available.
It's my fault he's there. I know it. I feel it. No one's told me that. No doctor, no news report, nothing like that. But deep down, I know. My buddy, the one I was up there with, he's in the hospital now. They're saying it's this HVM thing, the one on every screen. He got worse really fast. First he said he was just tired, just sore. Then the shaking started. Then he couldn't hold a cup steady without spilling. His voice sounded older, like something was draining him from the inside. And now he's lying in a bed surrounded by people in suits and filters, like we're breathing acid. I keep replaying the bunker in my head, that broken vial, the spill. He was the one holding it, not me. It touched his gloves, maybe his skin. We didn't look. Was that it? If it was, then how come I'm still fine? Why him, not me? Maybe it wasn't the bunker. Maybe this is just coincidence. That the virus is everywhere now. Thousands sick, hundreds of thousands. Everyone's saying it spreads fast, like a wildfire. So maybe he just caught it somewhere else. A store, a gas station, or a handshake maybe? But I keep seeing that vial shatter. Every time the news shows another hospital, another patient, I see the blue liquid on the concrete floor. And I hear that sound, like the whole world cracked open with it. I want to visit him. I want to tell him I'm sorry. I want to tell him that we should have just left that place alone. But they won't let visitors in anymore. Too dangerous, they say, too much spread. So I'm stuck here, watching the numbers climb, wondering if I'm next, or if he's going to... I hope he makes it. I really do, but something tells me this is just the beginning.
This message is transmitted at the request of the United States government and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. This is a shelter-in-place warning for the entire state of Colorado. A public health emergency and lockdown is now in effect. The HVM virus, known as human viral microdegeneration, has reached critical levels of transmission and severity, and the state of Colorado is now considered the epicenter of a national threat. All residents are required to shelter in place immediately. No travel into or out of the state is permitted. National Guard units and federal agencies are enforcing these restrictions. Only essential personnel with proper identification are allowed to move between zones. Do not leave your residence unless absolutely necessary. Masks are required to be worn at all times when in close proximity to others in your shelter. Report any new or worsening symptoms to medical services immediately. Call 911 if you are having a medical emergency. Federal and state agencies are working to contain the outbreak and provide medical assistance. Remain indoors, remain calm, and follow official directives. Additional updates will be broadcast as they become available.
Good evening. This is the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention providing an important update regarding the ongoing HVM viral outbreak. Recent studies and patient monitoring have revealed new information about the effects of HVM on the human body. While early reports indicated mild symptoms, We now understand that the virus can cause progressive physiological decline over the course of days to weeks. Symptoms may include severe fatigue and weakness, joint and muscle deterioration, skin and hair changes, cognitive impairment, and rapid health deterioration in older adults. These symptoms indicate that HVM affects cellular function, tissue integrity, and organ efficiency, causing the body to decline at a pace significantly faster than normal aging processes. While no vaccine or antiviral treatment is currently available, the following measures can reduce transmission and protect your health. Shelter in place and avoid unnecessary travel. Wear masks whenever near others outside your household. Maintain social distancing. Disinfect surfaces regularly and practice thorough hand hygiene. Monitor high-risk individuals closely and report new or worsening symptoms to medical authorities immediately. HVM is a serious public health concern. Early detection and strict adherence to protective measures are essential for minimizing risk. We will provide additional updates as more data becomes available. Your cooperation and vigilance are critical to slowing the spread of this virus. Thank you for tuning in.
Oh God. I don't even, that's him? That's him? I can't, he looks 40 years older, maybe more. Weeks ago he was just fine, laughing, carrying that damn container with me, joking about the whole bunker like it was a museum. It has to be that place. The bunker, that vial, that stupid blue liquid. It's the only thing that makes sense. I touched nothing. I wore gloves. I stayed away. That's why I'm fine, right? I must be immune. I have to be. I didn't touch it. I didn't breathe it. I didn't know. I had no idea. I couldn't have imagined this. I have to figure out what this is. How to stop it before it's too late.
This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast stations and cable systems will transmit this message. This station has interrupted programming at the request of the White House to deliver this message. This is not a test. Repeat, this is not a test. Please stand by for a message from the United States government. At the direction of the President of the United States, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, and the Department of Homeland Security, this message is being broadcast nationwide. This is a national emergency. The HVM virus is spreading rapidly across all states. Infection numbers are increasing exponentially, with hospitals in multiple regions exceeding capacity. Early containment has failed, and the virus is now considered a national threat. Symptoms of the virus now include severe fatigue and muscular deterioration, rapid joint failure and mobility loss, skin and hair thinning, accelerated physical decline, cognitive impairment, and memory loss. All residents must shelter in place. Leaving your home is permitted only for essential needs such as food, water, or medical care. No domestic or international travel is allowed. All airports, seaports, and major highways are under federal restriction. Masks are required whenever outside your home or in proximity to non-household members. Social distancing of at least 6 feet is mandatory in all public spaces. Non-compliance with these guidelines may result in penalties. Federal, state, and local authorities are coordinating to provide emergency assistance and medical support. Additional updates will be broadcast as they become available. This has been an emergency action notification message. Your local station thanks you for participating in this activation of the emergency alert system. Normal programming has been suspended until further notice.
I made it out. Somehow, I made it out. I packed a bag, left the city behind, and drove straight into the middle of nowhere. A place people never find, even on a good day. National lockdown, it's everywhere. Cities are empty, streets are silent, or screaming with rioters. I don't even know how anymore. People are just dropping like flies. Friends, neighbors, strangers. I hear the numbers. Hundreds of thousands sick. Tens of thousands dead. It's like it's moving faster than anyone can count. And my buddy, he didn't make it. I saw the photos. I saw him aged beyond recognition, and then gone. Gone before I even got a chance to say goodbye. I keep thinking about the bunker, that stupid expedition, that vial. I didn't know. I had no idea this was possible, and now the world is burning in slow motion, and I'm just sitting here in the snow thinking I might be the only one left alive in this hellscape. I can't go back. I can't help anyone. I don't even know if I'll survive. All I can do is wait and watch and hope that somehow, I'm not next.
Good evening. As your president, I have come before you tonight to deliver the truth, the complete truth. No more speculation, no more hidden files, no more half answers. The virus currently devastating our nation, human viral microdegeneration, is not new. It is not natural. It is ours. During the height of the Cold War, the United States developed a last resort bioweapon, intended only to be used if all other military options failed. Its intended purpose was unthinkable in hindsight. Accelerated human aging, a controlled, irreversible collapse of the human population. It was designed to infect only humans. It was meant to spread fast, silently, globally, until entire armies, entire nations, fell old and weak within months. We called it Project SILVERWINTER. At the end of the Cold War, under immense political and ethical pressure, the program was dismantled. All viral samples were believed to be destroyed. The vaccine, the only known countermeasure, was eliminated as well as a symbol of peace. We believed the threat was gone forever. We were wrong. New data has confirmed a crucial detail that was buried in original design logs. HVM has a 24-hour incubation stage. During this period, carriers show no symptoms. They cannot transmit to others. After the first 24 hours, transmissibility becomes extremely high. This is how the virus escaped unnoticed. This is why containment failed. The government is allocating every remaining resource toward researching a cure, but I must be honest, progress is slim. We have no existing sample of the original vaccine formula. We have no blueprint powerful enough to reverse cellular aging at this scale. We do not know if humanity can recover. I wish I could offer hope tonight, I wish I could promise survival, or a cure, or dawn after all this darkness. All I can promise is the truth, and that we will fight to our last breath for what remains of humanity.
This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast stations and cable systems will transmit this message. This station has interrupted programming at the request of the White House to deliver this emergency action notification message. This is not a test. Repeat, this is not a test. Please stand by for an emergency message from federal authorities. This message is transmitted at the request of the United States federal government. Due to the uncontrolled spread of human viral microdegeneration and the failure of prior containment efforts, martial law is now in effect nationwide. The virus has been confirmed airborne. Surface transmission is no longer the primary method of infection. The virus has been detected on every continent. The World Health Organization has declared a global emergency. There is no known cure, treatment, or countermeasure. The following laws have been put into place as an attempt to slow the progression of the virus. All civilians must shelter in place immediately. All state and federal borders are sealed. Military patrol units have been deployed. Supplies will be distributed at government-approved intervals, and communication lines will prioritize emergency and official channels. Violators of these new laws will be detained and transported to secured quarantine facilities. Do not attempt to raid stores, pharmacies, or medical centers. Looting will result in immediate detainment. Failure to cooperate endangers not only you, but the entire human race. If needed, more guidelines will be introduced. This has been an emergency action notification message. Normal programming will remain suspended. Stay tuned to this channel for further updates from the emergency alert system.
My fellow Americans, and all citizens of the world, human viral microdegeneration, the viral pathogen currently sweeping across the globe, is beyond our ability to contain using conventional means. Despite unprecedented effort, The virus continues to spread at a pace that surpasses any prior projection. Unless a functional vaccine can be reverse engineered in the coming months, the surface world will become uninhabitable for human life. Within 3 to 4 weeks, major cities and population centers will experience near total infection. Within 6 to 8 weeks, critical infrastructure such as water and power will begin to fail nationwide. And within 10 to 12 weeks, the surface world will be largely unsafe for human habitation. There is, however, a single path to survival. Self-sustaining underground shelters with airtight, top-of-the-line air and water filtration systems, enough storage for long-term isolation, and sufficient food supplies will be the only way to survive. To those who have access to such facilities, prepare for long-term isolation. To those who do not, I urge you to seek secure shelter immediately and take every precaution to avoid infection. I cannot promise a world beyond the coming months. I cannot promise that the human race will survive in the form we know it. All I can offer is the truth and the knowledge that survival is possible if you are prepared, if you endure, and if you act now. This broadcast will repeat on all channels and remain active for continuous information updates. May we all act with clarity, courage, and purpose in the days to come.
I keep waking up every morning thinking, today's the day. I feel it. The cough, the fever, the first domino in a line I can't stop. But every sunrise keeps cheating me. Makes me believe I got one more day being human. One more day to breathe. One more day to fight the clock that's hunting me. I've been listening to the broadcasts. There's fewer now. Voices sound weaker every time. Then they cut to the tones, then the silence. Always silence. Cities are gone from what they're saying. Whole coasts, gone. And yet here I am. Just me, the shack, and him. Funny, they said this thing doesn't affect animals. He's the only heartbeat I wake up for now. The only proof I'm not already dead and dreaming. Some days I think about going south, finding survivors, helping, something. But that means stepping closer to people, and people mean infection. So I stay. I stay, and I stack wood like it'll matter 6 months from now. I dig traps not for game, but for my own sanity. I talk to the dog like he understands. Maybe better than any human ever did. I keep replaying the world before all this. Grocery store lines, traffic, fucking traffic. Annoying little problems we thought were life-ending. Crazy how wrong we were. Now I'd kill to hear someone honk at me, to smell coffee in a crowded room, to see another pair of eyes look back and know that I'm not the only one left thinking about tomorrow. But tomorrow is an enemy now. It's not something that I look forward to. It's something I survive long enough to see. And I don't know how long that'll be. No one does. So, until the time comes for me, I'm hunting, I'm rationing, I'm breathing filtered air and praying it's enough. I'm keeping him fed, I'm keeping the fire lit, I'm keeping myself human, however long humanity's got left. If anyone ever finds this, just know, we were here, we fought, we didn't go quietly. Not yet. Not today.
Citizens of the world, if you are hearing this, then the virus has continued to spread beyond containment, and I am no longer alive to stand before you. Our officials, what remains of them, have evacuated to protected underground facilities. Within them are CDC research teams tasked with one final mission: to remanufacture the vaccine we once destroyed. If the vaccine is recreated, distribution will be slow, limited, and dangerous. It may never reach you. I will not lie. The odds are against us. Airborne transmission of the virus will make distribution efforts extremely challenging. Survival on the surface will soon be impossible. This pathogen doesn't die off. It lingers for extremely long periods of time. But as long as even one immune human being remains, humanity is not gone. Shelter underground if you can. Filter your air. Preserve food. Avoid all contact. Keep your animals close. They are immune and may be the lifeline to rebuild ecosystems long after we fall. I leave this world not as a leader, but as a man who watched it slip away. Not with victory, but with a sliver of hope so thin it could break in the wind. If you survive long enough to see the sky safe again, build something better than what we lost.
This is an emergency action termination. All broadcast stations and cable systems will transmit this message. This station has interrupted programming at the request of the White House to deliver this message. This is not a test. Repeat, this is not a test. Please stand by for a message from the United States government. The United States of America has officially fallen. All federal and state infrastructure has collapsed under the effects of the HVM viral pandemic. All broadcasts, communications, and government operations will cease following this message. Shortly, the final playing of the national anthem will be played over the emergency alert system. If you can hear this message, take the following steps to increase your chances of survival. Shelter underground immediately. Do not attempt to travel on the surface. The virus is airborne and infection is guaranteed. Maintain food, water, and air filtration systems at all costs. Protect immune animals, and preserve information on human history, science, and agriculture. Your priority must be survival. The surface world is no longer safe. The emergency alert system thanks the American people for their courage, resilience, and fortitude. Your dedication, in the face of unprecedented crisis, will be remembered in the minds of those who survive. The national anthem will now be played over the emergency alert system. Following the conclusion of this message, all broadcasts will cease indefinitely. This has been an emergency action termination message. God bless the United States of America.
anyone ever finds this, then at least one human has survived long enough to read it. I am gone now. That damn virus finally took me. I fought for every day, every hour, but it wasn't enough. I keep thinking about the bunker, that vial, that moment I thought I could survive. I should have left it alone. I should have warned someone. Anything. I am responsible for this. For the virus. For the spread. And for the collapse. If humanity ever returns, if you read this, know that we tried. That we loved. That we survived for as long as we could. Forgive me. Forgive me for what I unleashed. Forgive me for what I failed to stop. And to the world, live, survive, remember. Valerie McMillan.